91 laps to go in Charlotte. Cars work turn 1 at the south end of the Speedway. Here's why we're under caution. Mark Martin on the outside takes a big swing into the corner right where David Gilliland is. Those two get tangled up, and Ryan Newman can't get past them without becoming part of it. Dick Bergman.
And Mark and Gilliland are talking it over. Mark, your view of what happened?
We just got collected in a wreck. You know, that's it's a shame. Everybody's working hard, and you know, we want to finish these things off. And you know, we got collected in a wreck. That was too bad for all of us.
David.
Yeah, like Mark said, you know, I mean, we were up there on a restart, and Carl made it 3 wide getting down in there, and I tried to give him plenty of room, and I was up high, and Mark was on my outside, and just, you know, got loose up there, and unfortunately collected Mark and some other good cars. So unfortunate, we're out of the race, and we wrecked some other good cars. So just tough way to end a long night.
Restart getting ready to happen. Thank you both.
2 talented drivers, 2 good cars out of the race, along with Ryan Newman. Jeff Gordon, Casey Kane, Kevin Harvick, A.J. Allmendinger, and Brian Vickers. None of them have been on pit road since lap 290 at the earliest. A lot of the lead lap cars did pit on this caution as Jeff Gordon takes off on the restart.
Man, they're bouncing off each other. I tell you, these restarts are crazy.
Boy, Kevin Harvick in that 29 looked to the inside of Kane in the 4, and Kane shut the door on him going into 1.
Yeah, they made a little contact, saw those smoke fly, but they made it.
Of those front 5, Gordon has the most laps on his tires. He last pitted at lap 283, along with Kane, Allmendinger, Harvick, and Earnhardt came in the next caution, lap 290, and then Earnhardt 298.
And it's a 2-stop race for sure for Jeff Gordon and Casey Kane.
Look at that craziness going on back there. The 6 car just went 3 wide, split the middle, and made it. Whoa, Logano in the wall off the 2 over there.
He's able to continue. Won't be hard to find your Pizza Hut fan favorite. Jeff Gordon is out front. Now, Darrell was talking about Joey Logano, who continues after a brush with the wall. Watch the 20.
Yeah, he walls her right here. See him getting a little loose right there, and she just goes up and slaps it just ever so slightly. You can see a little debris fly off the back of it.
That happened right in front of his teammate Kyle Busch. Here's Kyle's view.
The 11 laying 2 back on the inside now. Cleared the middle, 11 inside, got another one inside.
There's all 3 of the Joe Gibbs cars. Car in the wall, Stenhouse for the 3rd time tonight.
Yeah,
I can't imagine he hasn't rubbed all the sheet metal off the right side yet of that 21.
You know, he's done that, like you said, 3 times. Hasn't slowed him down much.
Here's a look at it from the Goodyear blimp.
See him up here on the outside, coming off turn 4. Thing gets a little loose with him, collects it. Whew, that's a pretty good lick.
About like he did coming off turn 2 at the very beginning of the race. But Mike, you mentioned it at the top of the show. Ricky Stenhouse has never run a race longer than 300 miles. 900 miles he's trying to accomplish in the 2 days, still on the lead lap.
That was the thing I worried most about this kid, Larry. I didn't know if he realized what he was getting himself into. 300 miles yesterday, pretty hot out here. Come back out here tonight, 600 miles. Big undertaking for a kid.
Want to see how far Denny Hamlin can make it back up through the field after that carburetor change, Dick. He's now 18th.
That carburetor change was a piece of miracle work by Hamlin's crew, Mike, to do that change and not lose a lap. When they got done, they all high-fived each other, as well they should. There's a lot of nuts and bolts and lines that have to be taken off and reassembled, and they got it done.
Well done.
Yeah, 1 line, 1 nut, 1 bolt not put back in place could be a disaster.
And this could be a trouble zone right here, because here's Hamlin and Burton, who was quickest in practice, trying to race their way back up through. And right behind them is Carl Edwards, who was the quickest car for 61 laps tonight that he spent out front. But they've got a long way to go and 84 laps to get there.
What do you think? Jeff Gordon sitting there thinking, man, it's good to be out front. Nice to have a clean air on the nose. Car really running good. Wonder what he's going to think when they tell him he's got a pit.
And what's amazing, he ran his fastest lap of the race 2 laps after that last restart.
Sprint users have spoken. We're going to ride shotgun with Tony Stewart, brought to you by Sprint at HTC Evo 4G. Trouble front straightaway. Kyle Busch.
Caution down. Stand behind us. Stand behind us. Caution down. Wait. Nice and straight here. Get to the asphalt.
You know,
Kyle Busch is the first guy to go through the grass without tearing the front end off his car this weekend.
But he slowed down. He realized where he was. He's seen what has happened. You see, he picked up a lot of grass, but he is a lucky guy, man. He got tagged and it sent him through the grass.
He was in 21st.
Hold on to it. Hold on to it. Nice and straight here. Get to the asphalt.
I thought he got tagged from behind, but as you can see, he did not. He just lost it. Wow. Lucky right there. That's a wonder it didn't rip the nose off, but he's going to be all right.
But you're right, Darrell. He got it slowed down enough. It didn't get that launch to it and come back down.
When I saw him spinning, I thought Stenhouse was much closer to him, and but after we looked at the replay here, you can see nobody got to him in the spine.
Fox Exmo. There's that transition. That's a lawn job like nobody I know has ever done.
And he got away with it because we saw Landon Castle, we saw Carl Edwards. These guys get in there, they've been ripping the nose off, so he got pretty lucky.
Yeah, I think we're going to see pit road open in the 24, and looks like he got a couple of drivers to
the
follow
Dinger.
him.
Allmendinger's with him. And more cars further back, including Montoya, Burton, Stenhouse on pit road, and Rudiman and more. Dick?
It took a long time for them to decide to take A.J. Allmendinger down pit road, but here he is for 4 tires, and they're going to pull some tape on the nose of the car. Krista.
Jeff Gordon feels their program has just not been up to par this year. That's why they were so encouraged with how they ran in the All-Star race. He has been loving being up front, the leader here in this 4 tires for the 24.
Gordon leads the race off pit road with Allmendinger and Rudiman. There's Montoya. Casey Mears was in. Regan Smith. Bobby Labonte. You can see the world with Lightning McQueen when Cars 2 races into theaters June 24th. Let's take a sneak peek at the new movie during this break in the Coke 600.
The Coca Cola 600 on Fox is sponsored by Disney and Pixar's brand new Cars 2, racing into theaters June 24th.
Getting ready to go green. 120 miles to go in Charlotte. Casey Kane is the race leader. Now Kane has not been on pit road for 41 laps. He'll have to be there soon. Kevin Harvick alongside. Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Greg Biffle, after all his cooling problems, has come to the front with Brian Vickers, Brad Keselowski, David Reagan, Clint Boyer, Kurt Busch, and Tony Stewart. The top 10. Green flag.
Yeah, Greg Biffle has had cooling problems, pit road speeding, down a lap at one point.
But he is there. He is one of 25 cars on the lead lap who are in it to win it with 120 miles to go.
Dale Jr. looking on the bottom right here, got a nice run off into 3. See if he can make the pass on Biffle. I believe he can. Slides up in front of him right there.
Whoa, boy, Biff. Hang on.
Just barely slid up in front of him and made it work.
I think that slide up in front of him got a little wee bit loose.
Too many cautions too close together.
See our pole sitter, Brad Keselowski, in that 2 car. He's worked his way back to the top 5.
Kind of gone full circle, Larry. Guys that started up front are working their way back.
Here's Krista.
And we need to keep our eye on that pole sitter. They pitted on lap 298, and with all the caution laps we've had, they say they are good for just one more stop. That would cycle them back up to the lead.
Preston, I think the only two drivers that would not be able to make it on one more stop would be Casey Kane and Kevin Harvick running first and second right now.
Don't take your eyes off Matt Kenseth. He just made a 3-wide pass down the front stretch, and they're 4 wide behind him. Carl Edwards right in the middle of that mess with Montoya on the bottom.
2 wide, inside's covered, 21's outside.
Logano and Stenhouse. Woo!
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Woo! Carl Edwards is like, wait a minute, guys, where y'all all going to go? We can't all make it in here at once.
See Kyle Busch there in the 18 car. He was our last caution, and he's trying to work his way back into the top 15. He has taken advantage of these 4 fresh tires.
Got the grass off the grill. He's good to go.
The front 4 cars are pulling away, and all 4 of them just ran their fastest laps of the race. Kane, Harvick, Earnhardt, and Biffle.
I'll tell you a guy, though, back here I'm watching, that carburetor change definitely fixed that 11 car. He is coming back through the field.
He's up to 13.
Yep. And he's all over Matt Kenseth, and he's going somewhere.
Marcus Ambrose with Jeff Burton. Ambrose in the 9, 15th place. Oh, Rudeman, Allmendinger into Rudeman. Montoya covered by Kyle Busch, and here comes Carl. Right down to the bottom. See ya.
Still 3, now 2 with the 18.
Boy, Carl squeezed in there and made it.
See Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the 21 car working his way to the outside.
Well, he got that caution, Larry. He got those fenders beat back out, and here I come again, boys.
Joey Logano in the 20. He's got the free pass a couple of times tonight.
Anybody who says they just ride around for 500 miles and race the last 100, well, that was all said before tonight.
Larry, those old engines, just like practice, qualifying, everything. Oh, we got a pass here. Here comes the Biff.
Boy, Biff got under Dale Jr. and Jr.'s car pushed up the hill, and Biffle was gone.
Forced him up the hill. Put the arrow on him. But these old engines, Larry, they're getting close to about 700 miles on them now. And this is the time when these things, if we're going to have a problem, it's in the next 150 miles or so.
Well, Mike keeps pointing out about the fastest laps being run. That means more RPM, harder on those engines. And talk about setting sail. And Casey Kane in that 4, he is just checked out. But again, he will have to beat a pit road probably in the next 10, 12, 13 laps.
Yeah, he's sitting up here saying, what happened to the cautions?
Yeah, of the leaders, Kane, including those caution laps, pitted 50 laps ago, and Harvick 60 laps ago. Get Your Face in the Race is the name of that promotion, and there are nearly 4,000 individual photographs on Casey Kane's car. Can you find yours?
I saw one on there yesterday where Chris Kubota is interviewing Casey Kane, and the picture's on there.
He's got a lot of buddies riding along with him tonight.
Kane has 3 wins in the last 10 Cup races at Charlotte and 7 top 10s. Boy, the Biff just keeps coming in the 16. Moving to the outside of Kevin Harvick. Second place.
Can you imagine the night that Biffle has had? I mean, we heard him at the beginning of this race about ready to jump out of his race car. He was so livid mad. And now he's charging to the lead here before long.
Next time by, 100 miles to go in NASCAR's longest race, the Coca Cola 600 on Fox.